Hello everyone, my name is Samantha Ballard and I am currently a third-year PhD student at the University of Miami studying applied marine physics. And this is basically a combination of meteorology and oceanography. And I wanted to welcome you to my YouTube channel. I've been wanting to start this YouTube channel for a while now, but unfortunately I've been busy getting my PhD, and also it's a little nerve-wracking putting yourself on YouTube. But I've decided that I wanted to make some content because personally I think it will really help me with my public speaking for my PhD. So that's the main reason why I'm doing this. But also, I got really good feedback from my Instagram followers when I did forecast updates during Hurricane Irma especially, and other hurricanes during hurricane season. And I kind of wanted to extend that to a video version of those and have something that won't disappear like on Instagram, and have something that people can look at and learn from and learn about what I'm studying in my PhD. So learn more about the weather and the ocean. Just a little background information on myself. My interest in weather really started when I was a young girl. I was terrified of storms to the point where I would watch the Weather Channel or I'd watch the local news, and because I would be so terrified that something bad would happen during one of these storms. So that kind of sparked my interest in learning. That fear that I had really sparked that interest of me learning how to predict it and learn to be less scared of it. So going into college, I decided that that was what I wanted to study. In high school, I decided I was going to study meteorology, and I was going to apply to schools that had those programs. So I decided on Penn State, and I got my bachelor's degree in meteorology from them. During my undergrad program at Penn State studying meteorology, I got my first kind of taste of research with a internship that I had at University of Colorado Boulder in Boulder, Colorado. And this was actually a internship with space weather, so it kind of, I wasn't familiar with the material that I was researching during my time in Boulder, but it really opened my eyes to the research process, and I started coding with this program called IDL, and I had some previous coding experience. We do get coding experience during our undergrad program at Penn State, but this kind of really opened my eyes to how much we can do and how much research there is to explore using computer science and just all these avenues that I could go down for research. So that kind of, after that internship, it was really challenging. And if my mom is watching this, she would say that I didn't want to do research after that summer because it was really hard to do. And but I really thought about it and I was challenged, and I like that feeling. And so that's kind of how I decided that I was going to apply to grad school. And I got into a fair amount of grad schools and decided after visiting University of Miami that that was the best fit for me, because I wanted to expand my view of the atmosphere, including the ocean, because that was another fear that I had as a child. Was, this is going to sound stupid, but literally going into the water and having fish bite my toes. That was the reason why I was scared of the ocean. And it just really got me to think that, like, I need to learn more about this to be less afraid. And that kind of sparked this interest in air-sea interaction that I have, where I met my advisor, Dr. Hans Graber, and started my career here about 2.5 years ago. So I'm about halfway through my PhD, hopefully. Fingers crossed that I'll be graduating in summer of 2020. But I still have a while to go. I'm studying air-sea interaction. The technical name of my PhD is Applied Marine Physics. That's the department that I'm under. It's transitioning to Ocean Sciences. but my focus is air-sea interaction. My research is based right now out of Monterey Bay, California, and I am mainly using a type of radar. It's a satellite-based radar system called SAR, which stands for Synthetic Aperture Radar. And these are satellite images that I look and I can get wind and wave information and learn about what's going on at the Monterey Bay coast. And this is very important for the Navy. During my time at University of Miami, I've been lucky to participate in many different activities. My advisor has allowed me to go on a cruise my first year that I was here to Palau, and this was a 10-day cruise that we went around the islands of Palau to collect data and measurements, and our role was installing a nautical radar on the ship, and we used these radar images that we took to derive current and wave information to know what the topography, the ocean topography is doing and what's going on around the islands of Palau. Also, this past summer, I was fortunate enough to have a internship that I was accepted to at NASA Goddard Space Flight Center. And this internship pertained to my research, where I worked with a SAR sensor, like I talked about, and this SAR was called EcoSAR. It's a NASA instrument that they made at the NASA facility. So it imaged over Costa Rica and the Bahamas, and I developed a preliminary wind retrieval algorithm for the SAR sensor and for a satellite band that hasn't been created yet. So I had a great summer at NASA, and it was about an 8-10 week internship where I started out a training at UVA, and this was kind of a coding boot camp. So we did a lot of Python and other languages that helped strengthen our coding skills, and that was a great start to the internship. And then I continued on, and at the end we did a poster competition where we presented our research for the summer in form of a poster, and I actually ended up getting third place for the science portion of the poster competition. So that was really exciting, and I had a great summer. As of right now, what I'm doing for my PhD, I'm in my third year. I've finished all my course requirements for the PhD, so right now I'm just focusing on research. This semester I will be TAing a forecasting class, which I'm excited about, and that will be my last requirement for my TA. And basically I'll just be working on my research and attending Ocean Sciences Conference in February and maybe some later conferences this year. And then hopefully by the summer next year I will be turning in my proposal and taking my qualifying exam, but I can get into that in maybe later videos if people are curious about the process of a PhD and what goes on, and maybe you're thinking about doing one or going to grad school in general, and that could be helpful kind of to get a visualization of what's gonna happen during your PhD. My goal for this channel is to be a resource for you guys to utilize when you have any weather questions or you're curious about what the forecast is looking like for the weekend or the weekday. So my plan is to do a forecast on Friday for weekend weather and also one on Sunday for the weekday or work week weather. And that's my plan for now, and then maybe also some PhD inspired videos, and that will basically be the platform of my channel. With that being said, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about me and my PhD and what I do on a daily basis. And I hope that you can subscribe to my channel and look out for future videos coming your way. Thank you, and I'll see you next video.